explain the problem of the element of continuity in the value of money. It only postpones the explanation to trace back the value that money has today to that which it had yesterday, the value that it had yesterday to that which it had the day before, and so on, is to raise the question of what determined the value of money in the first place, consideration of the origins of the use of money and of the particular component of its value that depend on its monetary function, suggests an obvious answer to this question. The first value of money was clearly the value which the goods used as money possesses, thanks to their suitability for satisfying human wants in other ways. At the moment when they were first used as common media of exchange, when individuals began to acquire objects not for consumption but to be used as media of exchange, they valued them according to the objective exchange value which the market already credited them the reasons of their industrial usefulness, and only as an additional consideration on account of the possibility of using them as media of exchange. The earliest value of money linked up with the commodity value of the monetary material. But the value of money since then has been influenced not merely by the factor dependent on its industrial use, which determine the value of the material of which the commodity money is made, but also by those which result from its use as money, not only its supply and demand for industrial purpose, but also its supply and demand for use as a medium of exchange, have influenced the value of gold from the point of time onward when it was first used as money. 2. The necessity for value independent of the monetary function before an object can serve as money. If the objective exchange value of money must always be linked with a pre-existing market exchange ratio between money and other economic goods, since otherwise individuals would not be in a position to estimate the value of the money, it follows that an object cannot be used as money unless, at the moment when its use as money begins, the already possesses an objective exchange value based on some other use. This provides both the refutation of those theories which derive the origins of money from general agreement to input fictitious value to things intrinsically valueless, and a confirmation of major hypotheses concerning the origins of the use of money. This link with a pre-existing exchange value is necessary not only for commodity money, but equally for credit money and fiat money. No fiat money could ever come into existence if it did not satisfy this condition. Let us propose that among those ancient and modern kinds of money about which it may be doubtful whether they should be looked on as credit money or fiat money, there have actually been representatives of pure fiat money. Such money must have come into existence in one of two ways. It may have come into existence because money substitutes already in circulation, that is, claim payable in money on demand, were deprived on their character as claim, and yet still used in commerce as media of exchange. In this case, the starting point for their valuation lay in the objective exchange value that they had at the moment when they were deprived of their character as claim. The other possible case is that in which coins that once circulated as commodity money are transformed into fiat money by cessation of free coinage. Because there was no further minting at all of because minting was continued only on behalf of the treasury, no obligation of conversion being the use or the factor assumed by anybody, and nobody having any ground for hoping that such an obligation ever would be assumed by anybody. Here the starting point for the valuation lies in the objective exchange value of the coins at the time of the cessation of free coinage. Before an economic good begins to function as money, it must already possess exchange value based on some other cause than its monetary function. But money that already functioned as such may remain valuable even when the original source of its exchange value has ceased to exist. Its value then is based entirely on its function as common medium of exchange. 3. The significance of persisting price in determination of market exchange ratios. From what has just been said, the important conclusion follows that a historically continuous component is contained in the objective exchange value of money. The past value of money is taken over by the present and transformed by it. The present value of money passes on into the future and is transformed in its turn. In this, there is a contrast between the determination of the exchange value of money and that of the exchange value of the economic goods. All pre-existing exchange ratios are quite irrelevant so far as the actual level of the reciprocal exchange ratios of other economic goods are concerned. It is true that if we look beneath the concealing monetary value to the real exchange ratios between goods, we observe a certain continuity. Alterations in real price occur slowly as a rule, but this stability of price has its cause in the stability of the price determinant, not in the law of price determination itself. Price changes slowly because the subjective valuation of human beings change slowly. Human needs and human opinion as to the suitability of goods for satisfying those needs are no more liable to frequent and sudden changes than are the stock of goods available for consumption or the manner of their social distribution. The fact that today's market price is seldom very different from yesterday is to be explained by the fact that the circumstances that determined yesterday's price have not greatly changed overnight, so that today's price is a result of nearly identical factors. If rapid and erratic variations in price were usually encountered in the market, the conception of objective exchange value would not have attained the significance that is actually accorded both by consumers and producers. In this sense, reference to an inertia of price is unobjectionable, although the error of Elliott economics should warn us of the real danger that the use of terms borrowed from mechanics may lead to a mechanical system, that is, to one that abstracts erroneously from the subjective valuation of individuals, but any suggestion of a causal relationship between past and present price must be decisively rejected. It is not disputed that there are institutional forces in operation which oppose changes in price that would necessitate by changes in valuation and which are responsible when changes in prices that would have been caused by changes in supply and demand are postponed, and when small or transitory changes in the relations between supply and demand lead